welcome to Real Spit Talk.
To another episode of Real Spit Talk. It's your girl, Lady.
Look, my baby. He keep going.
Hey,
He keep hitting that peace sign in every fucking video picture.
he can be funny
As hell,
He just
yeah.
sit there stuck like,
Yes, and then yes.
yes.
It's Real Ass Riri, your favorite local lingerie consultant, and
Dude, aka Dude to Death.
So today we're gonna talk about a couple topics with y'all. Real Ass Riri gonna start us off with.
So let's start it off with the Tyre Nichols thing. I know it's a little deep, a little heavy, a lot serious. But yeah, let's start off with that big one. A young black man from Memphis. He was from Memphis, right? The one. Yes, Memphis was beat to death by 5 black officers. Now, police brutality is a normal thing here in America. But the difference between this is it was all black. All 5 of the cops were black, and they were convicted immediately. That was the thing that stood out to me, the automatic conviction, because we all know when it's white police officers who kill and beat black people, that it's drawn out. It's dragged out. Yeah.
That trial dragged out. And
Can I speak to that?
Yeah.
This actually came up in a prior conversation, but we didn't dig deep into it. But we had mentioned at some point that we as black people in America still don't technically count as a full person.
Mm-hmm.
So when a black person murders another black person and they want you gone anyway, it's not them to do that. But there's so many loopholes with the fact that what did they really do when we're not considered a full human being?
Right.
And there's just so much. But obviously, I'm always for the justice system is meant to tear down black people. So of course they're gonna always, the way that they promote shit in the media when it's a black person versus a white person is just always so different. It could be the most evil white person and they display this person as,
They never had a crime.
they were hurt. It was a
before.
mental
Yeah.
health issue, and whatever the case is. But
And with this situation, they were able to kill 2 birds with one stone.
yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm taken aback by the fact that it was all black men who did it. But you also said there was a little back history to that, which made it make a little bit more sense. But at least for like the one who was involved, but not for 5.
He was able to persuade the other 4 cops to indulge in the activity with him. But I don't know if the other 4 cops were actually familiar with the fact that Tyree was sleeping with one of the police officers.
I feel like he was.
Oh,
Probably.
But
you feel like the other 4?
I feel like some of them did, if not all of them. But at the same time, that's why it can be some, because it could be the closer ones that do know,
right?
And then the other ones that's just follow in because you follow suit. When you see other officers in the line of duty, doing whatever, you don't really ask questions. You follow suit. You don't question them,
right?
So if he has friends that are close, that do know, and that's helping him, 2 or 3 other officers, and the rest of them just gonna follow suit because that's confirmation.
Right. That's just crazy to me. You just threw your whole life away over a baby mom, the coochie. And coochie, you weren't even getting no more though. You're not even getting the coochie no more. Like, you just threw your whole life away and took another man's life.
Ain't no telling.
It breaks my heart though.
About some coochie you ain't even getting no more.
Well, it's just here saying that the relationship is over.
Of course, the relationship was over.
I mean, even if it was over and they were still sleeping, because that shit happens.
Right.
And that creates whole new issues with
women. Women need to stand on that. Yeah. Like that's our fault. Yeah. Like we need to stand on that. If you have a relationship that's broken and dysfunctional, and you broke up with the nigga, and you need to stop having sex with the nigga.
Oh, you just need to be straight off the bat, because if you're still, because we can say start, which is, I completely agree. We start having sex with him, but we all know for a fact that does not happen.
Right, but we also know too, if you say something out of your mouth, but you still giving them the coochie, in his mind, he can still be thinking when he wants to.
That situationship and that people's perception is their
perception versus reality.
Exactly.
Men do that, fall into that too. So if you fucking him and then you want to start calling him bae and all that, when you do, his mind switch back into bae mode.
Yes.
So it don't turn off or it don't, tell him something different when he find out you've been messing with somebody.
You cannot
especially because you don't want him in your business, so you don't tell him.
No, she just said you cannot say bae.
But and I was going to say something. You cannot say bae. You cannot be like, you can still be fucking because people still do that.
Yeah.
But you could be still
But
telling
it's
them
certain
not
things you
together.
don't do, you don't say, because they fall back into routine.
But
Yes.
this is what I'm saying. You could be fucking them, but you're telling them I'm not in a relation. We're not in a relationship. We still cool, right? Exactly. That's the thing.
Perception versus reality.
But that also went into perception versus reality, and now you just because that's when I'm telling
You
you,
fucking delusional.
I'm telling you,
That's what you are. You're delusional.
You know what that does to some men? When a woman tells a man, because men used to talk about they want to hear to just be real, just be 100 like women do. But we all know both of them is hard for them to handle the truth. And that'll be the case. Like, you telling him that, instead of him taking that as, she right, we not together, and she's fucking, it's automatically she must be fucking somebody else. So she's trying to lay down the lines, lay down the law, what it's not. You know what I mean? So now he gets fixated on that and not what she said out of her mouth.
Right. And it's just unfortunate that a young man had to lose his life. Just watching it, like, I couldn't watch the actual video of him.
I still haven't watched it.
Me neither. I've just been sharing videos of, like,
I looked it up. I saw it. It was a 26-minute long video, and I'm like, I'll come back and watch it.
No, I never had plans on watching it. I didn't
share it. I shared the picture. I do want to watch it, not to sit, because
I can't.
Like I said, it's scary, especially when you don't when you don't grow up in an environment where there's a lot of cricket black cops.
Right.
You know what I mean? There, New York, Chicago, LA. There's a lot of cricket cops, regardless of race. But here, especially it being predominantly white, especially in the late 80s, early 90s. Black officers came from our neighborhood,
right,
and that was their goal going in to try to change the narrative and to look out, for the black community, because they understand us better.
Yeah.
How did they respond to that? They put them in other neighborhoods and had the white people patrol our neighborhoods instead of having them patrol their own neighborhood that they grew up in. They know these people respect them, but it helps for the better. But that goes to show that their intentions isn't for the better. Their intention isn't to prevent criminal activity.
Yeah.
And we know that when it was, bricks being planted at protest sites and shit like that. I mean, it's first off, anything is always. I always go back to Anthony's always made to make black people bad. When the extreme white
to make black people look worse.
Yeah.
Because we do bad shit like anybody else, but
that's
the thing. It's bad shit just like everybody else.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but society makes it look different when we do it. And one example of that is the clubs, the venues and stuff that we barely have to go to. And I was actually talking to the owner of TK last night. He's an Asian. But he grew up on hip hop. He was like, this is the music I like. So I try to provide that. I'm about the only venue that's actually specifically trying to target that crowd. Right. He was like, but what can we do to keep it from me getting shut down? Stuff like that.
Security. They have to be serious about their security. That's first thing for me. Because what I've noticed in those situations where they open it up, they say there's an age limit and things like that. Security deals let them in. I've been watching her grow up. She grew up with me. That's my little niece now. And they're letting them into the club. Yeah, They letting them into the club.
That's the same way with anytime there's a shooting inside the club, blame the security.
Oh, for facts.
And I said that.
Yeah.
Do you know how much respect that shows? You know that a person has for you as as a security. That's your man. You let your man's in with the gun because you're looking out for him, and he showed his appreciation. You looking out for him because you don't want him to get jumped or some shit,
right?
And inch of his life, and he can protect himself.
Right.
But because he got the gun and he know he's the only one in that motherfucker with one, his mouth is like this.
Yeah.
Talking. That's how you can always tell when somebody got it. Because you see a nigga standing like this to a nigga like this and he like this, talking mad shit. And everybody know that. So anytime you see a gun let off, automatically blame security. That's the way it is.
If owning a club that's for the urban community is one of the most risky fucking things that you can do. I'm gonna just keep it real. We be acting a motherfucking fool. I said owning a club that's urban based or for the urban community is one of the most risky things that you can do. Because I'm gonna keep it real. We be clowning. We be acting a motherfucking fool in a good way and a bad way. Like we'll turn some shit up. We'll have you sold out. We'll have, you know what I'm saying? We do that. But on the flip side of it, we turn them. Yeah, you just don't know. Like, if a motherfucker get their shoe stepped on, that brand new Air Force One.
You knew it was going to be.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why you wear the Air Force?
And that little situation can literally cause your clip to be completely shut off.
Now you lose everything.
Yes, all your investment, everything. Yes. Man, life hosts. We gotta do better.
Please.
We gotta do better.
2023.
Especially in Madison, y'all complaining about not having shit. Yes.
And the point of that was, it was a fight that break up last night. And it was some African people. But you hear Latino women and stuff like Siege every time. And I'm thinking like that's not the same though.
I was like, hold up, that ain't us.
Right.
Because they show claim
they show do.
We did. You know what I mean? Like, it is different because one, especially in this city, they don't know they don't know how dire it is for us to get this shit right. We do. So we can keep ourselves, we can keep our composure. Y'all want to beat her ass, y'all want to beat his ass, but this is Madison. I know if I do it up in here, we ain't gonna have no place to go. But they come here, or people come from, it's the same way you bring your family from out of town. He don't know that because in his club, they don't get shut down. They get fights all the time. They just get booted out, security boot them out, kick them out, and then they keep the party going.
But you
so
just seen me at the beauty supply.
But when,
why you ain't do that at the beauty supply?
But you know that's how it
goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, we literally wait until we have an audience. Everybody in their room looking good.
Break it up.
Yeah.
Like, your guys there to help jump, or you think your girls there to help jump. Nobody. I remember
black folks
set a time
they
gonna meet up.
Hey, let's talk about it. No, for real, let's talk about it because facts. Like, I hate a bitch or a man, whoever, that like talk shit, but in reality, you don't do shit. I ain't gonna say no names, but I had a motherfucker.
Think about this motherfucker.
What Gorilla say? What Gorilla say? She said, how we got smoking? You see me? I'm everywhere. You see me everywhere. You talking shit.
You telling people
you
we got
scared,
but you done see me at every function and they did nothing. It's not to say to do something. It's either you
and
do
then now we
or
in
you don't.
We in the club.
Don't wait until the Black Friday thing.
I got a question for y'all. Y'all ever had somebody in that moment right now, like me, face to face, and we don't like each other? We want to fight. You ever had a motherfucker tell you when the winter gone? When the winter gone, when it ain't no snow outside, I'm gonna come back and beat your ass.
No.
You finna cut off.
It ain't numbers, face numbers.
You better hope you don't slip in this ice.
And the thing
if
about
that's what you worried about, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You don't talk.
For me, if you throw that threat out to me right there, I'm gonna grab your ass. That's just me though.
If me personally, if I know that I don't want to fight in the snow right now, then I'm gonna check on how mad I am at you. You know, am I that mad at him that I gotta fight him right now? Or can it wait? Until we get some solid ground.
It was a situation of you was talking too much shit, and then it was like take it outside. And motherfuckers was like, alright, and motherfuckers was like, I'll fight you on the snow. the snow gone. But okay, now
When
let
by
that
the time the
segue.
snow gone, your grudge better be gone. That's our problem. I done heard motherfuckers like, I don't know why she's speaking to me. She know I ain't like touch since high school. This is 20 years out of high school that you is. So, you know what I mean? It's like,
what are you
come
talking
on,
about?
we got if someone is willing to speak, you know, that says all the grudge is gone. Keep it moving. Because at this point, we're all grown. At this point, in this era, we're all trying to start, run businesses.
Parents,
you know what I mean?
parents,
and we're all parents.
Yeah.
But most more than ever, businesses, because we have, you know, this is the most black people have been able to participate in that field in a long time. So we do have things to lose now. We do have more to lose now. So me beating your ass have to really be worth it.
Yeah, but on a personal level, though, I will whoop your mother.
I will.
Listen,
I will.
Don't think
Shit
Don't
sweet
think-
because I'm a
but-
business owner and I
Right.
got shit to lose because I also
because
got
I'm a
bills.
business owner, because I'm a mom, because I'm a Christian, whatever the fuck you
And
call it,
self-defense
I won't
is,
turn
you
the
know
fuck
what I mean?
up.
Like,
Please don't think, because I will turn the fuck up. Trust, I try not to turn the fuck up, but like,
I say my go to jail free card for my kids. I
Yeah.
try to.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
that's what helps me stay out of. That's what
I
helps me not hold
I
grudges
say it for
or
two
not.
things. My kids and my money. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fuck you with my money.
those are punishable.
See,
Yes.
see,
It's hard to be
that was like automatic. You know what I mean? That was like a random.
because
You know that
because I had somebody told me the other day, like, when it's about money, you should just take that L because no, the fuck I'm not, because the money runs into my kids.
Yeah.
It runs into my kids.
Know,
and you
you
take
know
my
that
That's my life.
Yeah.
That's why I said, because it
Yeah.
trickles down. That's a wild card because
Yeah.
you don't be knowing that somebody gonna fuck up your money.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you trust it. You don't
They
expect
just
it.
smile
That
when
be
you
a
borrow
wild
them
card.
money and
That
all
wild
that.
card come up, then it's like.
Don't make
Okay,
me fuck you up.
so listen, let this conversation sink into our next
Yes, I was
conversation,
just about to say.
which is like the beefing. When you beefing with somebody, how does that like? Okay, so the scenario is you have your siblings, your family members, whoever it is, sister, cousin, uncle, brother,
Friend.
mama, friend, right? Whoever, people that you're in your circle, you know, and then they have their spouses, you know, and like, so it's already one thing when like, you know, when you confide in someone about somebody else. If you tell me all the negative shit, then you can't expect me to not have
A grudge against this nigga.
feelings about
Because
it.
every time you talk about him, you talking only about the negative.
Yeah.
You've been whining and dining.
It's not even that you only talk about the negative, but when I hear the negative as a, you know,
As a sister,
As someone who cares.
You know,
Yeah.
Because if I didn't, you would say I didn't care.
and I can know the good and the bad, and I form my opinion of that. And I feel very strongly of if you want your relationships, and when I say relationship, I mean both the personal when you in with like your significant other and a relationship between your friend, your sister, your whoever that you're close with. Like you shouldn't rag on a person and then be mad at a person for feeling how they feel, and you should just get over it. Like I can't be you want me to be mad at them when you mad at them.
Right.
You want me to love them when you love them.
Right.
Okay.
Don't tell me that you're not mad and you no longer mad at them.
But even if you tell me you're no longer mad at them, it doesn't mean that I know, because one, it's the physical relationship is not there between me and this person.
Right.
So I'm just feeling all of this, and I know the good and bad, but I feel this overall because whatever. But okay, let's take that. You know, you want me to feel your emotions. You hate them. You want me to hate them when you hate them, love them when you love them. That ain't how it works, but you want me to do that, right? And then let's talk about when you and the significant other actually have issues. Then, like y'all have your own personal issues aside from what my person is telling me about you. Besides this person who I love and they're telling me this stuff about you. Besides that, me and you have our own altercation. We have our own issues.
So you and the spouse.
Me and the spouse, yeah, or you and whoever.
Right.
Me and the spouse.
Right.
We have our own. I was generalizing. You know, we've been saying.
I was just trying to.
Because we've been saying we, us. You know, so I was generalizing, but then she said you and the spouse, and I was like,
No, because I was trying to connect the dots. Like when she said when you and the significant other have issues, I was like, wait, okay, so is it you and
their spouse,
their
girlfriend, their boyfriend, their whatever, their mate. You know, like it's so one. You got the everything that you tell me. does that dynamic work out in a family situation? So, you know, you, my cousin, I don't like your significant other.
Right.
Not only based off of what you told me,
But
but
you
personal.
love your cousin.
You know,
Right.
yeah. And so, like, in those situations, you try to be cordial sometimes, and sometimes shit don't work out. You know, like, those are tough situations. What y'all feel about that?
Go ahead. You can have the floor. I'll take the backseat. Oh, okay. So, I've had plenty of situations. Like, I guess every relationship that I have is like this. I'm not even gonna lie. Just being transparent right now. People that I love dearly, that I love to death, I do not get along with none of their spouses. My mother, my sister, like my cousin, like, and I love them. That's my heart. But I can't fucking stand their spouses. At first, it was really hard for me not to cross lines. Because, you know, I would see my sisters back then and be like, you a bitch ass nigga, I'm the boss. When I see you, it's on sight. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and
I used to see her as that.
yeah, like, but and it's personal for me because I do love them dearly. So I would have to tell her. I had to start checking my sister though. At that point, I had to tell her, stop coming to me, telling me when he's doing all this lame ass. You know what I'm saying?
Like, go back to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Go back to
because let me tell you something. Nobody likes my baby father. Nobody likes my baby father because when I was with my baby's father, I was very vulnerable. Nobody in my life who loves me had ever seen me that vulnerable before. My baby father was whooping my ass. Like, whooping my ass. And nobody knew until I went to jail for putting a machete out on him. And so when that happened, everybody was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been having this nigga around, we've been liking him, but the only difference was I wasn't putting him in my business. I wasn't coming. I was still gonna be with him, so I wasn't coming to them, and I was like, he been whooping my ass. That's the reason why my head was swelled up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was making excuses for him. I was hiding it from everybody. So when the shit really hit the fan, and they really figured it out, and they really, you know what I'm saying, found out like this nigga been whooping my sister's ass. She ain't never been, you know, everybody know me as a gangster in my family. You know what I'm saying? So they was furious, but still at that time, I wasn't ready to be done with him when I went to jail. You know what I'm saying? When I got out of jail, I was given an ultimatum to move out my crib and all the time. I'm like, well, my baby didn't. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is, I kept my business to myself until I was ready to be done. The difference between them is they keep coming to me, telling me every motherfucking thing. So yeah, when I see him, I'm gonna want to whoop his ass. Now y'all good, I still want to whoop this nigga ass.
So
like,
then that boils the question down to that. Like, do you think that it is when it comes to how someone may personally feel? If I personally feel like when I stop liking somebody, you're supposed to stop liking them, stop talking to them. Do you feel like it is my responsibility to not express that to you unless I am for sure that I'm going to stop?
yes, absolutely. I absolutely.
And if I don't, then it's on me because there's a lot of friendships
that end
and family ties that have ended simply because they took you standing by your husband, baby daddy, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, whatever, as you choosing them over them.
But you are. That's the reality of it. You are choosing them.
It is, but we have to receive that in a different way because it boils back down to us receiving it in a different way and you not coming to me about it until it's a for sure thing.
Yes.
Unless it's a for sure thing. I'm talking about.
I gotta get this out. Get this out. The thing is, you're not thinking about what that's doing to me. When you come to me and you tell, if you coming to me, you telling me this nigga done whooped you up, he done stole from the kids, he done did it, and I really give a fuck. So I'm having restless nights thinking of how to resolve this shit. I'm up all night pacing the motherfucking floors thinking about how I can get rid of this nigga for you so that you and the kids' life could be better. Like, you have to think about what the fuck you doing to me. This is not just about you. And as a friend, as a sister, as a daughter, as a whatever, you cannot fault me or be mad at me because I don't want to be around this nigga or fake the funk with y'all like shit cool when it's that cool when it's really not. You have think about what that's doing to my mentality. That's why I tell people, you got a couple of times to come to me and complain about the same shit, the same nigga, before I say, bitch, don't come to me no more now. Because I done told your motherfucking ass, do this, do that, you didn't listen, you went back, it's the same result. You get the same fucking results every fucking time. You're not gonna stress me out. You're not gonna have me sitting up depressed about your life, bitch. No, we not doing that. So if you're not ready to make a change in your life for the better, to change your situation, why the fuck keep coming to me complaining about it?
Right.
Yeah, that's no, I'm agreeing with you. That's what I was saying, like on a level, because when people,
it does ultimately. We get so wrapped up in our own trauma and depression and stress that we all know that one of the remedies for it, I won't say cures, but remedies for it, for treating it, is being able to vent to somebody. But in that same case, we expect whoever we choose, they don't know they're being chosen. I'm going to choose you.
They already might know they're going to be chosen.
They might know, but they might not know. You know what I mean? As far as you saying, you're going to be the one that I'm pouring all this out on, and I need you to be there. Fuck your own stress, drama, depression.
That's what best friends are for.
No, it ain't for me to ignore mine, and it ain't for you to disregard them. It ain't for me to ignore my own depression and stress, and it's not for you to disregard them. It goes back to what she was saying. If you keep coming to me about your situation, and you're not ready to leave that, you don't know what it does to me, because I'm already dealing with this over here. You don't give a fuck about what I'm doing. Obviously, because I'm listening to you all the time. I'm listening to you all the time, right? So you don't even know what's going on over here, but you keep giving me this about what's going on over here. And then we have a family function or a friendly get together. You want to bring this motherfucker around and don't even give me a heads up.
No!
Like, damn.
Wait a minute. Now, let me speak my piece on this, because there's been a couple of things that went back. I got to try to remember all of them. So the first thing was like I said, like it's the, I completely agree, and I'm with you on the, like, if you're going to continue to mess with them, like, you cannot, don't tell me. Or, because then you can't disregard my feelings. You can't tell me I can't feel somewhere because it's not my situation.
Right.
You can't disregard.
Nah, it's none of my business. It was all of my business when you was had me up at 3 in the morning.
So that's the one thing. And then the second thing is, as far as when y'all was talking about the, if I'm ready to be done with a person, that means you're ready to be. That depends on my relationship with that person. If I only know them through you, then, and we haven't grown some personal relationship, sure. But if I knew them before you, we used to be tree,
I agree.
That depends. Some shit just got to be between y'all.
Yeah,
and you
leave me out of that shit.
So it's like, it's just a combination of things. But also then in regards to the you venting to me. Now, if you vent to me and I know you're going to still stay with the nigga, at this point, now I'm just imposing my thoughts, and you're not going to tell me I can't have an opinion. And I should tell you.
Right.
I'm dead ass. You're not going to be like, you just supposed to listen. No, the fuck I'm not. Because if you complain to me about the same shit and I already told you, or I already listened. I listened and I ain't say shit.
Right.
But now you telling me the same shit over and over.
Right.
I'm telling you because you want me to hear
No. Anybody who know me know
I'm going to have some shit to say.
you don't come to me unless you don't want to.
But we say that all the time. Don't think it's okay to vent, but don't vent to somebody without expecting a response or feedback. Because that's human nature.
Some people just be like,
to problem solve. Our brain is calculating because we gotta pick everything.
They want you to be a therapist and only shut up and listen.
Therapist
Or say that. Or say that from the beginning.
Oh, that's what I was
No,
gonna say.
I don't want to be your therapist. That's the second
If
time.
you want me to listen to you
And don't say nothing,
tell
don't
me
say
that.
that.
I will shut the fuck up and I'll let you
Now let
say
me ask
what
this.
Because I got to do that with my house.
Don't tell me that you coming for advice and then when I try to give it, you don't
Let me ask this though. That's fine the first or second
Yeah.
time. But then
No,
when you continue, this is why I said I feel the right to impose my opinion, because I'm the type of person that if you want to complain about it, do something.
Right.
If you ain't gonna do nothing,
Shut the fuck up.
Don't talk to me about it because you're draining my energy because I care.
talk to God. What happened?
Yeah.
Go in a quiet place. Close that door.
I care
and have
you're
some
draining my
conversation.
energy. And it doesn't
help
matter.
you. Meditate if you got to.
It doesn't matter if I have something going through shit. You're not. You could be sad, depressed, and everything. You gonna let your kids starve?
No.
You know, like so certain relationships still require a certain energy, and that doesn't mean I'm gonna take away. But I'm saying if I'm drained already and I got shit going on, it doesn't mean that you don't let me vent about my problems, because you can listen to me vent about my problems.
Black children matter too.
It's not even that. I can vent to you. You can vent to me about yours, and I can vent to you about mine. But if the difference is I'm venting to you about some shit that I ain't like, and I changed it, and I ain't got to vent to you about that specific thing no more, and you keep on telling me the same shit, or you keep going through problems with the same person, and I don't understand why the fuck you won't get the fuck up and go away.
Right.
Then don't tell me about that shit, or don't expect me to not curse you out when I feel the way that I fucking feel.
I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out.
I'm gonna
I'm
curse
gonna say, bitch, you dumb. That's how I been talking to my friends.
After a while, you done stupid as fuck.
One thing that we all know is that, like,
You cool?
You fine.
some of them bend because they think that's what they're supposed to do. Some women think that when women come together, we're supposed to talk about the bad stuff that we're going through with our significant other or our spouse. And then it's like when I've literally seen situations where people would make up problems in their relationship because every time y'all come together to have ladies' night and they talk about their problems, you don't have no problems. Then they get tired of you constantly talking about the good man that you have, so they don't really invite you out.
That depends. That's a people's thing. That's a person by person.
I mean,
my who I fuck with, we don't have those issues.
You talking about you and people you fuck with. I'm talking about multiple groups of women. And I'm saying that because that's why some women vent, because she thinks she's supposed to, because that's what women do when they get together. And we're talking about coming up. We're talking about going all the way back to how we're being raised, how we were being raised versus how our children are being raised, and our children are being raised based on how we were doing when we were young.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And if
things are so different for me, I get what you're saying on the massive level, because women do have this irrational, illogical way of thinking. Like, girl, let's compare problems type situation.
I tell you my problem so that you can tell me yours, but then she go pillow talk with her nigga and tell him all your problems.
Yeah, I'm more of a private
They do it
person.
all the time.
I'm very private when it comes to relationships and things like that. That's why I said when I was getting my ass whooped, my mama didn't even know we stayed in the duplex right next door to each other.
Really?
They know. I was going to jail. The police was putting me in the back of the car, and my mom was coming out of her duplex and was like, "What the fuck?" I swear to God, I don't play like that. I just
back in the car.
Yeah. My mom was like, I'm just very private. I've always been that way. I don't like people fucking around in my business. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to know where information is coming from and some shit is said. You know what I'm saying? The less people who know, the more you can pinpoint. You know what I'm saying? Who said?
I know you
what.
said.
Yeah, because bitch, I was told so. Yeah,
this is why I said people know when they're gonna be like. I know if I'm the person you're gonna vent to, because you know if we got like that's why I said that's what best friends are for or whatever. And you is someone you gonna trust. Hopefully, some people just like to vent and tell.
That's what I'm saying. Something you don't know.
And I always y'all know anybody who know me, I always say that it's hard for me to do the mass level of what, like, I mean, sometimes I say generally speaking, but it's hard for me to compare that because I don't fuck people like that. So I don't have those situations in my circle. So I'm always like, people do that?
I'm just very observant, and I'm very
but I don't be around people to observe things like that. If I don't fuck with you and I get a hint,
you have very closed off experiences. That's what it is. And that's why we so polar opposite, because I grew up in the streets, so I had no other choice but to be observant of what the fuck is going on around me and people's behaviors and what they doing over there. I got to know what the fuck they doing over there because it might trickle to over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta know what the fuck is going on.
My mom always said, "Well, I ain't got no name on it." Boy, that rung in my head every time altercations go on.
Yes.
But I pinpoint the one who got the gun. That's how I know. I can always tell who got the gun, and it ain't just about them running their mouth. Sometimes it's a big mouth, but it ain't always from movement, everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be a quiet motherfucker too.
Yeah,
it could be a quiet motherfucker.
Because this nigga talking because he know his guy got it right, and he over there in the corner. Everybody looking at the dude talking. I'm looking at him. dude that's been quiet.
And got his head,
Over time, and he like this.
Yeah. See, okay, so I guess it's two ways. If it's a person by themselves and they talking big, then you know they carrying it. But if it's a person who with somebody else and one motherfucker just not in nothing and they just sitting there and they got their hands in their pocket, or just disappear.
and a wise motherfucker too, because honestly, I used to be both of them people. I used to be a big mouth motherfucker, but that's because I always knew I had hands to back it up, and I want a motherfucker. Let's go, bitch. Turn this motherfucker up. What you gonna do? Yeah. But then as I started getting older and wiser, I was less likely to speak up, and it was like more about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in my personal space. You're moving your hands around. I'm watching your hands. What are you doing? I'm quiet though. What's up? Until you touch it.
Yes. But listen, let me tell you.
It's like stay over.
What I would say is I agree with that, and I'm that way too. But once I get to the point where now it is a hands thing, because I'm a like I try to be non-violent. I'm very MLK, but then I'm listen. I'm very MLK, but I have no reason to oppose by any means fucking necessary. And one thing I just don't do is I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't be around fuck people to put myself in situations like that or whatever, you know. So when
he was all for it, right?
man, but he was a non. He
practiced peace.
You know,
he's that
Malcolm said, "Hey, bring that shit if you want.
Yeah.
I guarantee you."
However,
but they didn't fight
Happy
back.
Black History Month.
By the way,
Happy Black.
Because listen, I'm very much Malcolm X. I'm very much. I feel like take it to their ass. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Make them feel how.
I'm to the point where like once I get to the point where you piss me off and now I want to fight, I usually am still it's very rare that I will throw the first punch. You know, like it's very rare that I will throw the first punch. What I will do, usually though, let me say this. Usually, that's slow. Okay, that one's still going. Usually in these situations, I like I mean, like if I'm ready to throw hands, then I'm gonna throw hands. But like I said, but most of the time, I'm like, because if you really want to fight, you're gonna throw fucking hands. And I then at that point, I will get very, I will try my hardest to provoke someone to do something. Like I will get the fuck in your face, and for me, that is me making a first move. Because if I come up in your face and you don't do shit, then there's really there's no point in me wasting my energy on swinging on you. Because if I come in your face and you're not gonna do shit, you're not gonna do shit.
those are the two rules.
If I come to fuck in your face and we're
Say what
arguing,
you want over there.
That right.
exactly.
Don't put your hands on me, and don't cross that
Hey,
line.
don't
cross that line.
don't do this either.
Listen,
don't come in my face and do
But
this.
you see, but the line is right here. It's like a 6 feet.
But if your hand come across
It's
that
the
line,
it's the COVID test 6
Right.
feet. Because if you walk in, we not, and I'm gonna let you know, we not about to lock,
Yeah.
we locking chest, bumping chest or shoulders, talking. If you cross that
you're
line,
not
you
gonna
letting
be
me know.
on me.
I'm facing
You
the
letting me
face.
know
And
that this is what's going on. And as long as I know that that's what we doing, I'm not gonna wait for you to swing.
And this is what I'm saying.
You walk up,
I will literally, I will provoke a person. I'll provoke a person, and I will. I maybe that's stupid to put myself in the position, but I'm telling you, it could be. No, it could be. I'm not denying that. But listen.
I can't relate. I can't relate because I'm gonna grab a bitch and slam
But
her.
let me say,
Hold on.
it depends on where I am.
I don't like to be sitting up at attention.
Yeah.
And I don't like people putting me on the spot. Don't argue.
It depends for me where I am.
Look at you.
If I'm in like if me and you cool, you know, and I'm in your place and I'm beefing with a motherfucker, I'm not like, even if I start arguing and you know that's disrespectful, but even if I start doing that, and I might do that, but I'm not going to put hands on someone in your house unless they put hands on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll provoke the fuck out of them if you got me to that point where now I want to fight. But I'm not going to disrespect your shit. Now, if motherfucker be like, take it outside, by all means, let's fucking go outside.
I think.
Wait till the snow comes.
I think for me, it's about who it is. Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been in situations where I've been invited to spaces where motherfuckers know I don't fuck with somebody, and they know they don't fuck with me, and then I get into that space and I'm on some chill shit, and a motherfucker get rah-rah, real rah-rah with it. And I feel like it's your spot. You invited me here, knowing this motherfucker was here, knowing this motherfucker don't like me. We might just have to squabble about it later, about me disrespecting your spot, because I'm not finna, you got me, I'm unsafe now. I feel unsafe in your spot. So if I don't have the opportunity to just get up and leave from the spot, and a motherfucker really intruding on my invasive, on my
It's
space
your
like that,
responsibility
to get them. Yeah, get them.
To
Get them. Yes.
To minimize,
Because hey,
whatever you
listen, I done been in this situation. I was sitting on the stairs like this. Sitting on the couch like this at my brother's house, and he had a bitch over that really didn't like. I never met this bitch a day in my life, and she was standing over me, bitch, woo, 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 and I'm like, I'm looking at my brother. My brother already knowing though, you know what I'm saying? Because he know. You know, he know my hands. Yes. And I put my hands, he knew, I put my hands on my lap like this. And she just stand over me, just hollering, screaming, calling me all type of bitches, and you know what I'm saying? Because I asked my brother, I said, you know, since I'm here, since you're dating this young lady now, I don't want it to be no weird shit. Do you mind? I asked his permission. Do you mind if I address the situation? But I knew it was a situation. Okay. So him inviting me to his space and her being there, I didn't want it to be weird. You know what I'm saying? So when I came in and I seen she was there, because he like, I want you to meet my new bitch, but he not telling me who it is, you know what I'm saying? So I get there, I tell my brother, okay, this happened, do you mind if I address the situation? He said, yes, go ahead, because I don't want shit to be weird between y'all. I'm talking to the young lady very calmly, very like, what's the problem? You know, is there anything that I did to you? I'm a woman before I'm anything. I don't have a problem with apologizing. This is how I'm talking to her. She jumps up, and you know when people guilty. Because they get super defensive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, oh, what the fuck you mean, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's doing this. At this time, I'm on my journey for peace. So I'm sitting there. I instantly put my hands together like this, because I know once my hands get to clapping it, you know what I'm saying, doing all that, I know where it's gonna get.
You should keep trying to stop her. What she said?
You know where I'm gonna go. You know where I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? No, but seriously, it's a struggle for me. So I try to compose myself, and so I locked my hands in so they weren't moving around when I was talking, because black people, we talk about
hand gestures. That shit don't fight word.
And so she over me. Yes, bitch, you want me to fuck you up on the box? Don't play with this. I'm gonna fuck you up. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like
that one to the forehead.
Yes.
See,
2 and 1. It don't matter.
I would say that may be more of a man thing, because women don't generally like.
But we do.
You
street bitches do.
Listen, I was just about to say she was a gangster.
But it ain't outside.
But also, you can say that most feminine women, and they not.
No,
They don't do that.
Put
their hand
they do this. Yeah.
That's what I said. They'll point the shot and shit like.
So even don't
talk to the hand.
Don't put your.
Don't just talk to the hands to me either.
Because what it is the gesture of dominance. It's the gesture of authority. Like your parent. Because
I feel like you're trying
to you said a bougie chick will point like more like this. Yeah, because the same way your mama would do you.
Yeah, we your face too. It's condescending. It's condescending. And it's like, yeah, don't
when
do
a man
that.
does that to another man, it's to show you ain't no
you ain't gonna do shit.
Man or woman, it's to pull your bitch card.
Right.
Whether your finger touch
So imagine that. I'm sitting down, being calm, and this girl's over me. Yeah, and my brother's sitting on the side, like, you know, like, oh shit, you know, and he see me lock my hands in like this, and I look over at him, and he hops up and grab her ass though, you know what I'm saying, and move her around that bitch. Because he like, in your mind, in her mind, she probably thinks she tough. Because I'm sitting there like this. I ain't saying that, you know what I'm saying? But he know, I'm coming up with an upcut. Bitch! You know, like, fuck is you all? Like, I'm trying to chill.
The fact that she, ain't no way, I introduce this to you as my sister. I don't care what she asks you about.
No home training.
You jump hard.
Yes, no home training.
Especially when you're trying to like.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
Right. So especially if I especially if I see my sister trying to.
Yes.
It wasn't like she came at you disrespectful.
And I was like, bitch, I heard you said who off the bed without me. What's up? I really was, y'all. I would not lie.
You dating my brother now. Let's
But you did
Yeah,
that well, right?
Let's
Let's resolve it.
because I love my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the last thing you want.
I don't want us to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's
And
clearly
if you
some
be
weird-
like, then our
Mind
issue
you,
ain't that big.
me and my brother be talking, and she started interjecting into me and my brother's conversations with like this attitude. So that's why I was like, when she went to the back, I'm like, bro,
You just
let
made
me
my
just
little
say,
thing
you know
pop
what I'm
over.
saying? Let me mind if I
It's
for real, like
Yeah.
that's weird.
Hey, you see?
You know what it do, Kim?
Yeah,
weird.
listen,
Right.
first off, last night was the night for the books.
Man.
Okay, wait. So let's because the camera down. Our fun news I had sent y'all. Well, I don't know if it's fun news, whatever. Celebrity gossip. Kanye got married.
Yes. So
So
that's
that's true.
like.
It was
Yeah,
so many
I've seen the
stories.
memes, I've seen the stories.
Bro, he disappeared. He was gone
Yeah.
off the grid.
Nigga, we was worried about you.
Popped out
It's
married
fucking Black History
to a
Month.
pimp
You gonna
head
disappear on some
worldwide.
Dave Chappelle shit and you need to go to Africa? You disappear on some Dave Chappelle shit to go marry another white woman? And,
Yeah,
and,
you
and,
tripping,
and,
my
and the situation
Gemini
that you're
brother.
going through, you wanted us to be on your side when you said this white woman is bashing the black
We
man.
were all rooting for you.
Right? We
Right,
had that.
right.
Where we all were.
No, I mean, but I think
I love Kanye. He's a
Yo, Kanye, college dropout is a classic.
I said,
So always
listen,
say my nigga for
listen.
that.
He is a musical genius, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
R.
Kelly.
Just like
Hey,
R. Kelly. You knew
hey,
what the fuck I was gonna say.
Hey, but after he said what he said about Pac, fuck Kanye West,
What
you
he
know what
said
the fuck
about
he
Pac?
talking about? Talking about
Kanye said a lot of shit.
how dare basically like how dare y'all